Welcome back, LG fans. So they had an AMA results in the main Discord. So the commanders, thank you for your questions. So they had like a ask me anything questionnaire for whatever us, and we were allowed to just basically open up to them, right? So they basically mentioned real quick that they couldn't answer all our questions, but they gave us whatever they could. And one of them, like the few little nuggets that they could, were lackluster. But like, can we get scenes for interactions with commanders? That would be cool because I feel like the commanders are probably more expensive than everything else overall. Like to finish to like get a character, it's usually like, I don't know, it could be like minimum 20. But just to like grab from their whatever, from their, and then maybe draw them as well. So we are pretty sure we will add more knots for content and commanders at some point, but not much should be expected soon. That is vague as hell. That is vague as hell because that could be like, I mean, like never, or way out there. They have to figure out how to make it like make them money all the time. Like this game is super greedy. So which character was the most difficult to create? If we are considering skills, Kendra, her inner workings are pretty complex. Yeah, I kind of sometimes when her subwoofers go off and they explode and shit like that, I don't even realize that they're first of all, I can barely see them sometimes because the characters are so tall and there'll be like a woofer right behind you, you can't even tell. So but yeah, that's, I guess, yeah, that, and the way they kind of like ricochet off each other, I like the idea, but I guess somebody asked that and they could answer that because that was an easy one, right? That was like a softball question. Like, who's your hardest character to create? Kendra, you know, or whoever. It doesn't matter. Like, they're not going to lose anything by giving that answer, right? Are you going to add more beta testers soon? We currently have enough beta testers. New recruitment wave should come no sooner than months from now, than a month from now. So I didn't realize they even had beta testers. That's funny. Can there beta testers? That's cool. I wouldn't mind being one. I really wouldn't, because I would be like, no, please don't. And honestly, they probably wouldn't even listen to me anyway, because the newest champion, Elaine, I think her name is. She's giga strong. She's so strong that you almost can only beat her by having another commander that is the same as her. Like, it has to be a mirror match. So that's kind of fucked up because they're making it so strong that like the commander that comes out, you have to buy or you have to get your ass kicked because that's all I go against. That's all I go against. It's crazy. It like fucking who is it? Marcella's gone, and then the other chick, Domino's gone. I don't even see them at all. I see fucking Elaine, and that's crazy. Can there be an option to reclothe your? I would love this. I've been wanting this forever. I would love a toggle that just says boom, what is SFW period. Just call it a day, and then boom, everybody's like, I'm. If I switch from Nutaku to my cell phone and I clear my cache on my computer and I play the game again, it non-safe works everything all over again. And it's like, what the fuck? How do you have an insta like nude button and for some reason on my phone, like, I don't have a re-up or some shit, maybe with some new commander related features, but none are planned currently to be released soon. No, this should be an easy thing. This should be an easy button that they can just boom, put it in there, and we don't have it, and we should have had it from the fucking jump. If you ever played Lola, I actually used to play Lola after I heard there was a safe for work one because it was ahead of this one. Eventually this one caught up. So I was just like, or I think it caught up, and I was like, oh, that's neat. There's I could see the characters that are going to soon come out for this game, and I was always like trying to see if they were worth it, and that's how I would kind of play test them so I can maybe invest in them. Now I don't even care. I just like whatever comes out new, I just grab, because whatever you grab new basically is the new hot shit, and it's just going to be totally good unless it's Bonita. For some reason Bonita got the shaft. She's actually pretty good with Elaine, but whatever. We have more and more units in our collection, yet we can't use the vast majority of them. Will there be like a higher deck count? That'd be crazy. Will there ever come a feature where the entirety of our collection matter, or will most epic rares commons just have to sit on the bench forever? At this This is a neat idea. However, no features that will arrive soon require that to have a wide collection. Because like it would be nice if our characters would actually help out, like especially in like Alliance War, right? Like, oh, you first of all, like the RNG on that shit, I barely get freaking anything, any additional like units, so that I can expand my library of robots and shit like that. That sucks that you can't use your. You have all these units and they just sit there just rusting. Will you add new Lucy rooms or upgrade the existing ones? If event with Lucy's new memories are at the production stage, we will add more different content for Lucy. So that's kind of cool. The last two, the gym and the bedroom, those two are like top tier, obviously. The little mini games are awesome, but they haven't updated on it, and I would love for them to add more of the little bees, and I would love for them to add more of the they have that last one, which is, I think it's like you remove the little screws or whatever. I want that, but I feel like they just forgot about that shit. They really did, because if it helps us play, if it helps us gain, I feel like they chill on that. This game is not free to play friendly, in my opinion. In my opinion, I believe it's like super hardcore, money, greedy. So it's kind of a bummer. It's kind of a bummer. And also, you have to pay for 20 to skip like one thing, instead of like skipping 5 of the little, like, instead of like every single one of those thingies costing, like, here, let me show you what I mean. So this guy right here, you have to get 20 of them to skip, I think it's like one thing. So if I wanted to skip one, it would eat up all, like, 20 makes me skip one. And this is the dumbest thing. Like, it'd be great if it was like you get to skip 2 days basically worth of it. I could skip all 5 right now for 5, and then I could skip another 5 tomorrow, and then, you know, re-up every time I purchase. If I purchase something, right, it just would build up and skip, instead of it being 20, and I think it skips just fucking 1, which is so dumb. It's so dumb. I think it's the dumbest shit. Question: will you update the non-background mascot with backgrounds, or make them available for purchase again? I love this idea, because I believe Bonita got like a crazy cool background. Certain characters got backgrounds that are different. Even the Christmas characters got different backgrounds. So I like that, because it doesn't. Who cares? Who wants to see that same shitty background city, whatever? No plans to add backgrounds for older mascots? That sucks. However, they will be available to be purchased when event or monthly sales with said mercenaries are. That's lame. A few things they need to do is they need to go back to their back catalog, give characters skins that don't have them, the backgrounds, and I know it's hard. It's probably really difficult because this is AI, right? It's like an AI character. So if they went ahead and changed something, they'd probably have to change like the whole art style of the character, and that would cause them time and money. Even though the AI is doing it for them. And then they, of course, would go ahead and be like, oh, we're not gonna make out money, or we're not gonna make our time, our value back, or some shit, even though I'm pretty sure they're making plenty of money. Are you going to leave the Alliance Pass as is, or will you make it more accessible to everyone? The Alliance Pass can kiss my ass. I can give a fuck. No changes are currently planned for late. Yeah, it's garbage. I'm not. Whoever's doing this, whoever's spending money on this, they really just shouldn't, because they should be like, you should not spend money on it, so that they can be like, oh, it's not good enough. Maybe we should, instead of people just being like, oh, I don't like it, can you change it? And they're like, but people are paying for it. We don't need to change shit. You need to vote with your wallet. You need to literally tell them to go fuck off. Will you eventually make the @character appropriate for in-game chat, or will we leave it as it is for the meme? What is this? Will you eventually make the @character appropriate for in-game chat? Like so that we can like talk to each other, maybe? No plans to change this. I don't even really know what that is. I don't chat. I don't really talk to people on LG at all. So that one's just, if I don't know anything about it, I shouldn't even put my opinion out there, because I just don't know anything about it. Will you remove the limit on coins and Apex tokens? This is funny because this actually happened to me. Earlier stages in the game, when there was only like a certain amount of characters, like a certain amount of OP characters, and they weren't coming out fast, and it really didn't matter what was coming out. You can stay with your own characters and be happy with it. And what would happen is at 3 million coin, you tapped out. You wouldn't go over. It doesn't go up to like 9 million, 20 million. It just capped at 3 million. And I sat on 3 million not realizing that I was losing out, and I should have been leveling up other characters, and I didn't realize this. No plans to change this. That's bullshit, because let's just say you're a Giga Whale and you go ahead and you spend a shitload. You have to upgrade stuff. And what if you're a Giga Whale that is like already tapped out and can no longer, I know, pity and boohoo for that doesn't matter, because if you're a Giga Whale, you should be compensated because you're paying for it, regardless, right? If you're a paying customer, the company should take care of you. Unlocking a higher tier limit for those who upgraded their characters, all of them. Let's just say you upgraded every character to 6-star. Now you just basically have only 3 million. So the next time it comes out, you have to pay every time to... Guess what? They want more money. It's fucked up how they do that shit, but these people are paying. So do them a favor. I don't know. I see both sides, right? I'm a player. I pay crazy money. Please let me fucking, increase the cap. Well, if you paid a lot of money and I don't increase the cap, I know that when a new character comes out, you're going to spend a shitload of money anyway. So win-win for me, lose-lose for you. That sucks. I understand both sides. Anyway, moving on. Will you make the permanent war units available again via events or war units? Yes, they will be available in the upcoming War Echo. I wonder if those are like the tanks and stuff that if you draw them, you get to keep them. I think. I never draw them, so I know that people have drawn them in my group and stuff, or whatever they call it, whatever the Alliance War, in the Alliance. I know that they've gotten them, but still, I'm not impressed with the drop rate for me. I have not been lucky. Are you planning to add skip gifts as event rewards? Add skin gifts as event rewards. No plans for this, because it's of course it's just for the free. It's no. I'm seriously like surprised that they gave us a skin, or what do you call it, a mascot for Christmas. I'm surprised that they did that. I would never have seen that in a million years. I got the Mitsuki, and just barely, because it was like a 24-hour like cooldown, and it's like, or not cooldown, but like a window where you can play. And a lot of people missed out on that because they have lives, and it's like, damn, dude, leave it going for the 25 days, bro. What the fuck? On the last day, if you don't make it, fair, but like 24 hours, that's fucked up. Are you planning to add an 8-star to Mercy? Please don't. Please don't. Will you give us the option to exchange R7 level 31 leg points for another random point? Currently, most of the player base is lower than R4, so no current plans for adding R8. My characters are, like, the highest one I have, I think, is like an R6. This is like something else. Why are infection and poison values treated similarly when infection is vastly more powerful than poison? I think poison and infection should work inside a shield. How could you be infected but a shield protect you? That's bullshit. I like how what do you call it? The one that sucks, the one that does vampiric or whatever. What's it called? The one that sucks life out of you. I forget what it's called. But shit, I'm drawing a blank right now. But I like that one because it goes through the shield. It doesn't even break. Fuck, I can't stand it. I don't know. But poison, infection, and kill should be 3 different things that can't. I used to love poison and infection so much because you can put resistance on. Wait, it wasn't resistance, it was block. So you can have a character with a high block, but poison and infection didn't give a shit about your feelings. It just went through that, and it should go through the shields as well. And obviously immunity, it doesn't go through immunity. That makes sense, but it should have it should have more power, and I feel like they don't. This is more of a historically this is more of a historically happened thing as persons behind game balance, and we have a huge backlog of things that we decided or created pre current content team, so they may be not balanced and are subject to, I don't even know who wrote this. All right, so historically, this is more of a historical issue, right? As persons are behind game balance, person or person behind, and we have a huge backlog. So I guess they're busy, or created pre-current content teams, so they may not be bound. I don't know what the balance team is doing, and this doesn't clarify shit because I can't even read that. That answer doesn't even sound like a language that is known to man. Why are infection and poison valleys fucked up? This is more of yep. Okay. Can androids Lucy be removed from the game? No, we are not planning to remove any side progression content added from the game. Lucy, I understand she's so strong, but that's why I play Yumiko in my deck, because every time one of my units attacks, it's like, oh, all my team can't attack after 1 or 2 attacks, because you basically have the gym membership, and for some reason I lose attack, and that fucking sucks. And I also have to play. I am forced to play Kitty so that I can steroid my attack, so they can actually, even at 1 HP, can attack, or one attack can attack, so they can build damage, so they can cleanse themselves. It's bullshit, but I kind of like this function because if everybody has it, it's fine, right? The androids are kind of lame as fuck. They're kind of lame. I hate the fact that they're just there and they put shit on my side of the field or on their side of the field, and it's just like, I hate that. But that's just how I feel about the androids. The androids don't really need to be there, and it's like they add very little value. It's just more money, eke out more money, and it's like, fine, whatever. Please include relationships for all mercenaries. This feels like a no-brainer, but for reasons unknown, have never been implemented. Relationships are pretty costly to make because of many text and visual context, and basically making a new hero consists of 70% relationships. If we count time and effort, and basically what they're saying, it costs them too much. This costs them too much, and we believe that, and they don't think it's worth it. And we believe that player base would rather have one new hero with new mechanics and visuals than one relationship for old Merc. And though it feels like no-brainer, unfortunately it is. Just look at this. Yo, they do not agree. This is not agreeable. And you know what? I didn't mean to do that. Hey, yeah. I agree with all of this. Because old characters, you're basically saying old characters can't get stronger because relationships give you more stats. It gives you HP, it gives you defense, it gives you did I just say the same thing? No, it gives you attack and HP, and then I believe it gives you, I don't know, maybe it could give you some other random shit, or maybe affinities or whatever. But these characters can grow and become stronger, even at the free to play level, and they're not doing that. They don't care, and that's fucked up. The only way they'll care is if we stop playing the game, and that's not happening. So we're gonna have to eat shit on that one. I know that's fact. I mean, one of you guys might be watching this right now and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking quit and I'm gonna boycott and whatever." Good luck. I'm not. Can the common mercenary? I think it's fucked up. I agree with them, but I know it's not gonna change. Can the common mercenary points be removed from the game? Common mercenary points? No. Common mercenary points are now rarer than rare mercenary points, which is kind of a joke, isn't it? We are probably never going to remove such core parts of the game, and especially its start as common mercenary points. Listen, you don't want to remove them because certain characters, they come back during like a new character's event, and you can use them in the progression system when you need like blue essence or something. Just never use them. I never use my green stuff. I never do. I just don't, because let's say a kitty comes up, and then you can use her greens to like level her up to blue, and then I have so many blues that I can turn those into purples, and then I'm almost done with the level 2. So I don't agree with this at all. Can the neural links for older mercenaries be completed? They will be with the release of new heroes. The vacant places are for upcoming heroes. Okay, okay. So, I mean, I guess that's fine. Whatever. That's Neuralinks is. I, it's just added buffs that's there consistently. That's pretty cool. Will they change them? Yeah, I guess that. So that answers that. That's good. That's good. Can the Alliance War be made more relevant to the core game, e.g. rewards and legendary mercenary points? Bring back legendary mercenary points in the heli race market. As it stands, the Alliance War almost feels separate and unrelated to the core game. 100% I can give a shit about the fucking Alliance War. Most players hate the Alliance War, so it all degrades into non-aggression packs and such. That is absolutely true. Before I read the answer, that is exactly how I feel about the heli race and the Alliance War. I have my commander or the captain or the leader of our team. He hits me up on Discord, and I'm like, oh shit, did I forget to do something? And then I'll actually do it because I don't give a fuck. It's so irrelevant. It's ridiculous. Yes, I get sometimes some boxes, but for the most part, we save up our diesel, and we try to make what do you call it? Alliances with the war so that we could just benefit from all the buffs that we get. That's basically it. Alliance War will most likely never be as important as the core game, and also, well, you can make it that important. You can make it important. That's the point. You can make it. Fuck it. I'm not gonna lose my shit over that. And also, only small part of the player base highly enjoying Alliance. Most of the player base either neutral or negative about it. Our previous attempts of making a stronger incentive for people who play core game to play Alliance more didn't really work. Well, ask us how to fix it, and maybe we'll throw some ideas out. So we are not likely to attempt to make it as important as core again, at least soon. Ask us what we want, how we can maybe make it work, and maybe there's some good ideas out there that we can maybe vote for. Have an event instead of an AMA and be like, hey, we have Alliance Wars. What do you guys think? Just throwing it out there. What do you guys think? And let people give you ideas. And if it works and it gets upvoted, maybe we can do that. Can you explain the coding of the game? What comes first on spawn? Oh, I love this. Oh my god, I haven't even seen this question. This is great. On spawn, on enemy spawn, commander passive. How can we appropriately estimate the outcome of? They're asking what is the chain? What is the chain? How can we properly estimate the outcome of a play without the use of auto battle? Auto battle. Auto battle just does itself. I don't use auto battle. I use 99% auto battle. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't think like auto battle is a use. Like, I don't use it as a tool to advance or anything. I just use it to like AFK because I'm busy. I'm at work and I just hit go and then I just do what I got to do and then I hit go again and I just do what I got to do. So, but this is great. The chain is huge. It's important. On spawn effects are triggered in the following order. On spawn effects of the merc entering on spawn effects of the side where the merc appeared from first cell to last cell. I already knew this. I already knew this because you can tell, like, if you put a certain character that like is on the first cell. Let's just say you got 4, 4, and 4, and I don't know if it's 4 or 5, whatever. And you put somebody here. That first person or first merc that's in that spot will trigger whatever their ability is, and it actually follows like that, like this, like this, like this, like this, and that's how it pretty much goes. From the first cell to the last, from the top to the bottom, on the spawn effects of the opposite side, and then it also goes that way. So it reads like, okay, it's my turn, I get the thing, your turn, you get the thing. But there's certain times when the game like, I'll have a full attack damage unit, and because they're blind, sometimes they won't attack, and it's like, what are you doing? Why won't you fucking attack? I have a Yumiko out there. You can be cleansed. I don't know. It's weird shit sometimes happens with their spaghetti, and it's like, it's annoying. What is the drink of choice when you look at commander balancing initially, especially Hunter and Domino? Follow-up question: where can I get some? I prefer Irish coffee and porter beer. Depends on your location. So that somebody was actually genuinely trying to find out why do they make them so unbalanced, and it's clearly because of money. Shit, that's gonna call. I was trying to like put a thing on that one alone. There are 5 immune melee mercenaries in the game, but not a single immune ranged unit. There is an immune to suppression, which is Bonita. Bonita should have actually gotten immune to suppression and transformation. Unfortunately, she's just... that sucks. Range unit, here they're basically, the reactions on the message are partially the answer. Probably there will never be an immune ranged hero, as it would go against some of the gameplay staples. Yes, we have those. Yes, we have those. Ranged mercenaries supposed to be brittle, but high damage or utility. I would love to have an immunity to resist, not immunity to resist, immunity to transformation and suppression in the backline, because especially with Elaine right now, you could put a character that doesn't have those abilities to protect themselves behind the little nugget, the little fucking puck or whatever the hell it's called, and then you can have somebody out on the other side and they won't get transformed and you don't lose the advantage. But unfortunately, that's not what they made. Whatever. Is there anything I don't know yet? Born? Unlikely. Okay. Weird question, and I don't even know why they even answered that. Because if you don't have that much time to answer questions, why the fuck would you pick that one? Why is there no way to log out? I don't care about that one at all. The whole log out and switch platforms thing is constrained by different platforms and partners, rules, and limitations. I don't log out. I just go from one platform to the other. So I use Nutaku, so that's how it is. So I have no issues with that. I go from my cell phone to the PC to another PC if I have to, and I have zero issues. For the love of God, in PvP screen, remove Lucy related info and add HeliQuest related info. Progress. We can do both. In the PvP screen, I don't even pay attention to that shit, so I have no idea what that even means. What do you smoke when... Okay, that's fine. How do I join this company? You can ask for a job application, contact via support chat. Don't care. When will you release skin relationship for Ivy and the other OG mercs? Soon or already released, depending on the time and the positioning of the answer. That's cool that they're gonna do that. That's actually nice if they do that. Did you guys nerf the drop rate of the legendary chest? It's too obvious. Do you really have to go this far? We did not change the balance or drop rates of legendary crates since release of the game, and no plans to do it. I don't have any issues with the drop rates. If you do a 10 pull, you're always guaranteed to get 1 legendary, period, stop. I have never had an issue. I hit open all and I always get a legendary. And then when I fight people, the only thing that I have a problem with is when I'm fighting against people and I get a chest and it's gold. And I have everything like already in queue and I have to open it with Emmerich. And that sucks, but whatever. Genuine lies. What do you smoke? Okay. And then, do we have any more questions here? Please include relationship for all mercenaries. This feels like a no. We will. Okay. I think that's it for the level 1. Everything else is just kind of silly shit. So yeah, that was the first round. They have a second round, and I haven't asked a single question. I think my fucking question was like, can we just get like a safer work? Can we get that? Can we get safer work switch? We just need that. I that's the most pressing thing for me. And if they could make Alliance War more like, hey, whatever we do in Alliance War, if you get more points, maybe you get more chests, and then you get more stuff. I would also like the third thing to be a PvP, real PvP, because right now what it's doing is I don't know how the PvP works for the AI or the auto whatever that it's using that your opponent is. So your opponent is a real person's deck. But I think it's just grabbing characters that they have and not like a deck. So if I'm using my deck, I don't think the computer's playing using my deck to play somebody else. I think what it's doing is taking, well, like my characters and just kind of shuffling them around. I don't lose anything when I play either, so I don't de-rank or anything. I haven't seen my rank go up or down. I just sit there at like, I don't know, L1 171 place or something. Just close enough to be far away from GM. But I see issue with the ability to not be able to play against another person. I like when I like when a person makes a mistake, because you and we might play each other, and I may make a mistake, and you can benefit off that. But sometimes the computer will deal itself the best hand ever, give you the shittiest hand, and it's almost like I was going to lose that no matter what happened, because for some reason it picked characters from somebody else's deck that were, no matter what you played, were always going to beat you. And it just doesn't make sense how that sometimes plays out. Or if you get to a certain level, you find a wall, and the wall is like, for me because I'm like up in the L1 area, from level 150, or sorry, 100. When you reach 100, close to 100, like rank 110 to like 100, there's like a wall, and the wall is all R8 or all R7 characters maxed out. So as soon as they come out, everybody has over 1,000 damage at like 1,500 or 1,700 or 2,000 or 3,000 HP, and it's fucking incredible. And you can't break through, and they push you out, and then you go into this crazy losing streak to push you back, and then you climb your way back up, and then you can't get into GM, which is fine, because I don't want to be in GM. GM is just full of whales, and that's fine. But the thing is that, like, there isn't like a skill expression. There's just like, I'm gonna beat you because you're not meant to be here. You're not allowed in, because it only allows you in when the 2-week period where the gold chest opens up. If you see like the gold chest, let me see if I can. Actually, I'm not going to. You guys should already know what I'm talking about. Where your chests are at the bottom, and you hit next match, you're gonna see a gold chest on your left, and that has a 2-week cooldown, and then that's the only time after that cooldown that you can get into GM. You can't just brute force your way into GM, and you cannot get out of GM when you get into GM. Grandmaster, you're stuck for 2 weeks, and it sucks, because beating people is really, really hard. You have to play it in auto, and the game just basically forfeits half the time anyway when you win. It's not like you're winning because you're strong or whatever. It's actually because the game is like forfeiting, and it'll forfeit on some dumb shit. So hence why I wouldn't mind if the game had its own like PvP. A lot of games do that. They lock into another player who's ready to play, and then, you know, if the person AFKs or they have a bad connection, guess what? You win. If you play better than them, guess what? You win. If you have a better deck than them, guess what? You win. If you paid more, guess what? You win. That's fine. Whatever the hell we have right now kind of sucks, but you know, those would be my 3 things that I would probably, you know, put in here, and I don't know if that would even matter. But anyway, that was their first AMA. I don't even know if I'm going to do these, depending on how like well this one does. If you guys are interested, let me know. Leave a comment. You have to subscribe to leave comments. I should have said that in the beginning. I'll probably just put it up somewhere. I'll just like, you have to be a subscriber to leave a comment. I don't want to hear bullshit. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.